I'm actually generally pro-vaccine overall, but I believe in the scientific method. You never blanket accept that any given medication or any given treatment is 100% good. You should always view it with some skepticism.
Especially when you're getting the data from pharmaceutical drug companies that have like a long history of criminal
they've got a vested interest.
conduct.
It's sort of like asking tobacco companies about, whether smoking is dangerous.
It's exactly the same thing.
I'm like, according to our scientists, everything's fine.
The same thing they did with OxyContin when they said that it wasn't addictive. Like, they have a long history of being full of shit if it makes them money. Or like the Vioxx scandal. There's internal emails showing they knew there was going to be cardiovascular events. People were going to get strokes.
Yeah.
And they're like, I think we're still going to do well. And they did. They made like $12 billion. They got fined $7 billion. And 50 to 60,000 people died. Remember, like 1/3 of the drugs that the FDA approves gets pulled? It's fucking bananas.
That is crazy.
But yet you're trying to stop MDMA therapy for veterans?
Yeah, they should let MDMA through, honestly. I think that actually help a lot of people.
Illegal. With OxyContin, go get it.
Yeah. And I know some people who, like, their life was ruined by OxyContin. It really depends on somebody's individual biochemistry. Opioids are not addictive to me. Like, I've had them when I've had operations or something, and they barely affect my pain level, and they make me like itchy and uncomfortable.
They make me stupid.
Exactly. Like, I could never get addicted to alcohol or opioids. It's just impossible. I have a whole wall of alcohol. It's there for decoration.
Yeah.
I never touch it, basically.
I feel the same way. I could easily quit alcohol.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll go weeks without having a drink.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me at all. But I know some people, they have one drink and they're off to the races. And that's the difference in the biochemical differences that we all have.
Yeah. Generally, for any given drug, legal or illegal, the question is, can you complete the following sentence? Blank made me a better person.
Meth.
Like, I've never heard anyone say meth made them a better person or cocaine made them a better person.
No.
Ever.
No, you hear a lot of like psilocybin advocates. You hear a lot of people that talk about psychedelics.
Exactly. I've actually heard many people say that LSD or mushrooms or MDMA made them a better person.
Yeah.
Many people.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, I think a rule for the FDA should be like, hey, look, if you can complete the sentence, legal or illegal, that blank made you a better person, actually, then you got a good drug. And if you can't, you got a bad drug.
Also, if there's drugs that are available right now that can absolutely ruin people's lives, the rationalization for stopping other drugs that might ruin people's lives but also can help a lot of people's lives, it doesn't make any sense.
Right.
It's basically the same thing as censorship. You're taking away people's ability to discern what's true and not true, and you're taking away people's ability to discern what's good for you and not good for you. And the way to find that out is to have as much information as possible.
Exactly.
So to do research and actually to have unbiased, actual objective observers who are looking at all this stuff that give you real data.
Yes.
And the opposite of that, or the counter to that, is like, if you don't do that, you're empowering cartels.
Yes.
That's the whole reason why they have all that money. It's because it's illegal to sell these drugs in America. The demand is never going away. So instead of like limiting the amount of drugs, now you've got toxic drugs because fentanyl and all this other shit has been, because they're not pure. So you're just killing people. You're not saving anybody by protecting them from themselves.
True.
But it's a tricky situation because what do you do? Like, if you just like say, okay, now everyone can sell, all these people that have been selling boner pills, now you can sell meth. Like, holy shit!
you get the double combo with the Viagra. It's a Viagra and a meth.
Right. Jesus Christ. There's a lot of people out there that are essentially on meth.
Yeah. Especially
people that abuse Adderall.
Yeah.
They're basically amphetamine up all day long.
Adderall is low-grade amphetamine.
Yeah.
I have actually seen people like become much worse people if they take too much Adderall, like much worse. It's like an anger amplifier. Like, Adderall is something like where there are pluses and minuses. It's not a clear-cut issue.
Right.
It does help some people a great deal. In higher doses, man, that stuff, I've seen people turn into just raging monsters on high doses of Adderall. Just they're just angry, like extremely angry, all the time.
Yeah. They're methed up.
That's what happens if you take meth.
One year, there was like 39 million prescriptions for Adderall in this country.
Oh yeah, yeah. And like once in a while, there's like an Adderall shortage, and like there's like widespread panic.
And it's the same thing as like when they tried to like limit the amount of OxyContin. Well, people go to street heroin, and if you're addicted to Adderall and your dealer, your guy who sells you weed, is like, hey man, I can get you like low grade meth, like the stuff the Nazis took.
Like many different versions of meth, like not all the same, and they have different effects. But like pharmaceutical grade pure meth, you are going to be, oh my God,
super productive,
super productive for a certain period of time, and you're not going to sleep for a while, and then you'll have some anger management issues.